our next game is Sunny Side Up, and I believe the devs are in the chat. Should be hopping on the call, hopping into the Discord call. I hear the
Hello.
startup music, and I think we have both of them in the chat. Hello, Wolf, and hello, Nat. How's it going?
Pretty good. Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, for everyone watching at home, Nat and Wolf, what are your pronouns?
You go first.
I go by he, him.
Okay.
And my pronouns are them.
Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm also going to share in the Twitch chat for you both the game, because we were having a problem before where there was a bit of lag on the game, so I'm going to share it with you all so you all can see what I'm seeing.
Cool. Awesome.
Perfect.
Okay, so let us get started on let's get started on Sunny Side Up. Let me just set this to full screen, and hopefully we should waiting for it to go up.
I'll go ahead and link the itch page.
Yeah. Yeah, so thank you so much, XLX, for joining. Once again, this is the top of the hour. So I just wanted to say that, once again, we are raising money for the Campaign for Southern Equality, which is an organization based in North Carolina in the U.S. Yeah, it is an amazing menu. And this organization, let me just my camera out of the ways so you all can see the Sunny Side Up logo. But yeah, Campaign for Southern Equality, an amazing organization helping LGBTQIA plus folks in the South of the U.S. With legal aid, mutual aid. They've been doing a lot of work lately as a lot of awful anti-LGBTQIA plus laws have been enacted or are going to be enacted or in various stages of various local state government. So a lot of folks need help. A lot of marginalized folks need help. And Campaign for Southern Equality is one of the organizations that is helping out those folks. So I really encourage you, if you can donate, please donate. The link is in the chat. Yeah, we are raising $200 today. That is our goal for the stream, and right now we have raised $155. We are only $45 away from our goal of $200. If we can get that $45 before we hit our first break, before we hit our lunch break, in about an hour and a half, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. So if you're able to donate, if you know anyone that might be able to donate, please share the link. Any little bit counts. $10, $5, $1. Doesn't matter. Every little bit matters. And if you aren't able to donate at all, that's totally cool too. Staying here in the chat, hanging out all day, watching all these great entries, listening to developer commentary, and sharing the link, sharing the stream link with your friends, with your loved ones. That's great too. So thank you so much. Well, without further ado, let's get into Sunny Side Up. And Nat and Wolf, you can talk about it a little bit and talk about kind of your design process. So, how did you come up with Sunny Side Up? How did you come up with the concept for this?
I guess I'll take that one. So we started basically with the idea of a trans-centric story. The initial concept was two eggs basically come out to each other as trans. They're in a relationship, so.
And what's an egg? Because that's also a term used by the trans community. So what does it mean to be egg for those who don't know?
An egg is essentially a trans person who doesn't really realize that they're trans yet, and when the egg cracks, that's them realizing that they are trans.
And that's what makes the title Sunny Side Up so brilliant, in my opinion. It's a great pun.
Yeah, the egg motif is very, very apparent all throughout.
So this is cool. So you can choose, similar to Portrait of a Texas Family, you can choose different pronouns. Again, so everyone can see all the different pronouns options. But you have they, them, you have she, her, he, him, and you have custom pronouns, which is cool. So you really made this as inclusive as you could, which in 30 days anyway. That's really awesome.
Yeah, we really wanted the fill in the blank custom since there's so many like new pronouns out there. So making it open to as many people as possible is part of our goal.
That's awesome. Well, my pronouns are they, them, so we'll go with they, them for this playthrough. They, them. This is who you are, Flynn. My camera back.
Yeah, top left should be fine from here on out.
Yeah. Note that this egg-cracking tale may include some accidental, non-malicious. That's a good content warning. Content warning. Would you like me to censor all instances of misgendering? That's really cool too. Wow. That's really awesome. Thank you for including that. Don't censor. Sometimes you, Flynn, may be referred to with she, her pronouns. Sometimes you, Flynn, may be referred to kind of glitched out. That's really cool. Thank you. Like, now, I usually don't see games do this. Like, most stories that deal with trans folks, and unfortunately a lot of major cisgender folks, who have good intentions, but sometimes maybe don't always execute it perfectly, even when they do have, good representation. So what was your thought process behind wanting to have this option? You don't see it.
So, this was an idea that our coding director on the game, Sagittari, had, and we loved it, so we just went ahead and included it. But the pronoun tool is actually built for a different game, and we just wanted to use it for this because it definitely worked with the theme. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, we built it during the game jam, but it was sort of like a test run for future games as well.
That's really cool. I mean, game jams are great for that, testing features for later release. So let's see how that looks then. We'll go with censor. Go with censor. No dead naming or misgendering. What is your preferred gender present? Oh wow, you all really went full out on this. This is amazing. Androgynous, mask, or femme. I think I'll go with man. See it, Flynn. You're a handsome person who wishes one day to use they them pronoun. And now onto our eggtastically cracking adventure. You had a lot of fun with the egg puns, huh?
Oh, we had a full editing pass where we were like, oh, there's not enough egg puns in this game.
those are
Like,
rookie
well,
numbers. We need to pump those
Yeah.
numbers up.
Those were rookie numbers. Nice reference. An egg beyond the star. I love the background effect too, the transitioning from the background to pulling into the diner. A nice little camera effect right there.
Yeah, that's another thing that Saji did. He loves just kind of overworking himself, and he did a lot of technical stuff with this project, and it turned out really well as a result.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
really cool.
he's the one that implemented the click on the windows to turn them off, and also click on the boombox to turn off the music as well. So
Oh,
he
you can
really
turn off
worked
the
really hard
music.
on it. Yep.
You can click on the boombox like, oh wow, it's an image
Not
button.
sure why you would want to, but you can do it.
You can turn the windows. Oh wow, that's awesome. Why would you turn off the music? Music's so good.
It really is. I love it.
So is this game set in a universe of games that you've made before? Is this a spin-off, or is this an original storyline, original came up?
We kind of talked about it early on and then never mentioned it again, but it's possible, I guess, that it's in the Palinurus universe.
Yeah, that's one of our NaNoReNo games from 2015.
Oh, nice. How long have you all been doing NaNoReNo for?
Since 2015.
Okay,
Every
cool.
year since. Yep.
Basically, as long as the jam's been on itch.
Yeah.
So you're basically you're true Nano veterans right here.
Oh yeah, it's guaranteed every year that we're working on NaNoReNo.
Hello, Florsum. Welcome back. And yes, Xletch, you don't have to go out for this jam. Goes all out for the jam. Yeah, yeah, they definitely did. A lot of people. I think everyone worked really hard on this. But yeah, there's definitely a great level of polish. And hello, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I can't read your name is in kanji, so I unfortunately can't spell it out. But thank you so much for following.
And I would say goes all out for the jam is actually not quite accurate because we tried to hold back this year. We were like, we want a more
this is holding back.
honestly, it really is. We wanted a more relaxed dev cycle because, you know, like our background artist, for example, Snek, he lives in Poland, about 50 miles away from the Ukrainian border, and so, you know, with everything going on, that's just, you know. And then at the start of the month, you know, stuff in Texas was a concern, and so we just wanted a more relaxed dev experience for NaNoReNo this year, and so a more lighthearted tone for the story as well.
Yeah, we tend to write pretty melancholic games, so having something that was like pretty happy and upbeat was nice, especially with Nat and I like getting really ill in the middle of the jam. We were like out of commission for like a week or more. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
So, but I think the game turned out really well, even with the hurdles we had to go through. And we also have since we've been doing this since 2015, you know, we have a workflow and stuff. So a lot of the polish just comes from experience and having an established team. We're not like a pickup team, you know. We're a full studio, so we you know, our polish is just from the experience. Yeah.
Oh, this cat is adorable. I'm sorry to interrupt, but this cat is adorable. Oh, the little
No,
fish.
Beans is the best.
Beans is welcome to interrupt. He deserves the spotlight.
I love Beans. Yeah, Beans. Oh, Beans is adorable. Oh, and Beans talks. Oh.
Yeah, we'll be having voice acting for the Steam release.
Oh, you're gonna release it on Steam. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, it'll be free on Steam as well. And we just couldn't fit voice acting in time because we didn't want the voice actors to crunch.
Sure.
But yeah, we'll have voice acting later, and we're definitely looking forward to casting for Beans. He's the best character.
How many?
For now, you'll just have to imagine the Gordon Ramsay voice that he'll have.
Gordon Ramsay. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, look at that expression. As I ponder the idea of Beans somehow having enemies out there, I call once out more to Sunny kitchen. Does anyone hate this cat? This space cat. Reminds me a bit of Cosmo the space dog from DC or Marvel.
Shout out to Nat here who wrote the intro scene, by the way.
Oh yeah. What? Yeah. What for both of you? I don't think I even fully asked. What were both of your roles on the game?
So we actually had like the same roles. We're co-creative directors in the project, and we're also both writers.
We had our toes in basically everything.
Yep.
That's awesome.
But, on the voice acting thing again, pretty soon we're probably gonna have Maxi do some casting stuff for us.
Maxi Molina, who was on earlier in the stream talking about their work on Portrait of a Texas Family. That's awesome.
Yeah, whenever we do voice acting, we always work with Maxi. They do great work.
That's awesome.
Maxi's our in-house voice director.
Oh, so, that's amazing.
Yep, we always work with him. Maxi's a real gem.
Yeah, Maxi delivers quality work every time for sure. So talking about the rest of your team, who did the score for the game? Because the score is like very kind of like, I'm not gonna say like Cowboy Bebop-esque, but it's very like jazzy, vibey, you know. So who worked on the score for this game?
So we had a few musicians on the project. I think this track was Paul, who is our music director, but the main menu credits will actually tell you what each track was, or who did each track.
Mhm.
I'll open it up right now and look. I think this one might have actually been Jay.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Getting
this
that
one.
right.
This one is Jay.
Gotcha.
That's awesome. Yeah, feel free to link any of your collaborators' work in the Twitch chat or anything like that. Yeah, no, the music's great. Now I think so. Here's a little inside baseball for everyone. But Wolf and I met up in New York this past
Yes.
week, and Wolf talked to me a little bit about the game, and I had asked if there was any space truckers in the game because this was at a space diner. Fortunately, I don't think there are. Right? There's no space truckers,
No, you'll have to settle for beans.
which is the next best thing. Probably even better than a space trucker, to be honest. For being real here. But yeah, what? So I also love the little Mars poster in the right-hand corner. All the little details here. Oh, and that's right. I can still operate the windows.
The
That's a great little-
posters come from a NASA like rocket lab, I believe,
It's a jet
and they're
propulsion lab or something.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that's it, and they're free to use. So our background artist snuck them in.
That's awesome. Great. So, how long would you say Sunny Side Up is in terms of playtime?
Probably about an hour or less.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it's like 8,000 some odd words, so about like 55 minutes to an hour, yeah.
Nice.
There's a little bit of branching based on gender presentation,
Mhm.
so it's you don't experience all 8,000 words in one playthrough. but-
Exactly, yeah. So there's a little bit of replayability for those that want to experience kind of gender. That's cool. Oh, Beans making an excellent
There
pun.
it
I was
is.
waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
You'll see this one more than once, I'm sure.
So the character design for for the human character reminds me a little bit of Jet Set Radio. Was that an influence on the design, or was that just maybe a happy seeing thing?
As far as I know, that's a coincidence.
Okay.
So our the character designs and the sprites, we had our concept artist Voiderling and the sprite artist Eli both work on those, and they turned out really good.
Nice.
They did, turn out really well, yeah. And, we could always just lie and say it was Jet Set Radio because it's a wonderful game.
It is a wonderful game. There is I think a new game that's in the style of Jet Set Radio coming out soon.
Ooh.
But yeah, so that's cool. So about an hour. That's pretty reasonable for a game jam game. I feel like we've played a bunch of different lengths so far. Some people have made 2-hour long games, 2.5 hours. Some people 5 minutes. I think an hour is a good kind of healthy medium between.
It's definitely more reasonable than some of Watercress's previous Nano releases.
Yeah, this is, not 80,000 words like 2017, for sure.
Absolutely. That's a lot of words.
Yeah, 2017, 2018, we that's when we went all out. 2018, we made 3 games in a month.
Oh, wow.
Would not recommend. That
Yikes.
amount of crunch is not worth it.
Oh, I would say no. That's just in general. 1 game in a month is hard. 3 games, that's
Yeah, don't contribute to the crunch culture. For sure. We learned the hard way.
yeah, 100%. But also just letting you know for everyone out there, if you are enjoying what you're seeing, you can play all the NaNoReNo 2022 entries, including Sunny Side Up, at the link I posted in the chat. And also, we are playing all these entries because we are donating. Raising money for the campaign for Southern Equality. I posted the link in the chat where you can donate and help us raise $200 for a wonderful organization that helps protect LGBT plus right. Southern U.S. Like I said, we're shooting for $200 today, and right now we have raised approximately $155. We're $45 away from our goal, very close to getting to our goal before our first break. So if you're able to donate at all, $10, $5, $1, seriously, please do. Please help out this one organization. And yes, XLX. Don't overwork yourself. It's fine. Makes 3+ games per month. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot. I get that.
Yeah, we learned that sometimes you should just have fun with your jam. Fun is more important for a free game jam.
Yes, I would say so. It's interesting. We've had some people on, including myself, who this was their first NaNoReNo, and now you've been doing this for 8 years now. 8 NaNoReNos since 2015. And yeah, I would say that's. Would you say what's some advice you would have to people that maybe might be watching and want to participate in?
Don't shoot for perfection. And if you have to, it's perfectly fine to release a demo for a game. A lot of people really want to execute perfectly on their jams, but really it's about having fun, not overworking yourself or hurting yourself, because you definitely can hurt yourself, both physically and mentally. So take it slow, and also for the games you are considering making in jams, don't make them your magnum opus or your big idea. You want to start small and then work up from there, and save your big stories for longer jams or even outside of jam environments.
The whole reason we started doing NaNoReNo in the first place was to, just build experience making games.
Yep.
That's exactly what game jam should be, for people working on projects that are low risk. There's a set deadline, so you work how to much are working on building something within a deadline, getting something done, working together either by yourself or with a small, and that's really important. And also, Zadai, hello. Yes, I'd say Nat and Wolf are definitely talking about a cautionary tale. Oh, and Sadai is one of your writers. Oh, well, welcome, Sadai. Welcome.
Yeah, Zodai helped with editing in the Sunny Side Up.
Oh, wonderful. Editing and marketing, wonderful. Yes. Well, welcome. Thank you so much. The game is lovely so far. We've been enjoying beans, especially, and their little fish.
Yes, the fish, they're animated. I love it.
Yeah. That Ace Attorney style, 1 or 2 frames of animation. Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Oh, believe me, our programmers and artists talk about Ace Attorney at least once or twice a week.
I bet. It's a great game. And it's a visual novel, for those who don't know. Ace Attorney was made for the Game Boy Advance and was released basically as a visual novel in Japan. Because visual novels are adventure games, folks. I'd say the vast majority of them are. They are real games. Despite what you may have heard in corners of the internet.
True.
And yeah, for anyone else, again, we have 29 people watching. Oh my god, 29 people. Thank you so much for joining us as we play through Sunny Side Up and help raise money for the campaign for Southern Equality. Like I said, we're at $155 raised out of a $100 goal. I think we can definitely get there. Can we get there before our first break in an hour? I think we can. We'll see. Even if we don't, we're only $45 away. Please, if you can, donate any amount, any small amount, 1, 5, 10. Doesn't matter how big or small. It all helps. Really great organization. LGBTQIA+ people all across the site. But yeah, I really like the fact that, by the way, that even if you click on the window here, you click on the boombox, the game still auto advances if you set it to auto. That's nice little touches like that. I really appreciate it. Oh, and look at this! We have a little thing here. We have a little contract.
I would encourage you to read the fine print.
Yes, you can see the fine print here, folks. Yes. Always read the fine print. Every
Entrants
contract.
are subject to copious amounts of egg puns. Yeah. Interesting thing about the contract. Our UI used to have a lot more transparency, but after playing through it, we're pretty big sticklers for accessibility, and having text on top of the text that was in the contract, we had to up our opacity on the UI quite a bit to make sure that it was still readable. So a bit of advice for anyone making games: look up guides for accessibility, because it is a very important and often overlooked part of game development.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, and it's really easy to get accessibility in Pi or other game days. Yeah, it's really, it can really make a difference.
If you don't mind taking us back to the main menu,
Oh yes, absolutely.
I just want to take a peek at the gallery because a lot of the concept art for the game is in there, and I think that it's really fun to look at that.
Yeah, well, as we wrap up, before we wrap up, yeah, let's head back to the main menu. I just saved so we can come back. Yeah, let's take a look at the gallery.
Just these big sheets that Eli did were like he just cranked these out in the first couple of days, and it was just really helpful for just getting the vibe of everything.
Yeah, this is great. I love when games and concept art is all the different aliens, ship designs.
It was one of the few times where our artists were actually outpacing our writers because they just were like working so quickly. It was quite amazing to see all of this stuff in action. You know, the first like 4 days, suddenly having a bunch of concept art pages was fantastic.
That's awesome. Sunny, we see.
There's the different versions of Sunny as they transition.
Awesome. Chips. A little chibis of Sunny.
Beans. I love beans.
Yeah, we haven't seen this background yet, but I'm sure if you play the full game, you will. Bedroom. Base, we saw that a little bit before. Back to the menu. The diner. Yeah. So this is great. I know there's a jukebox. You can just listen to the music. That's awesome.
Yeah, if you want to just play a few seconds of each of those just so we can
Yeah.
show off our music team's awesome skills.
Yeah, Jay, Yuki, Raffles. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. How do you pronounce that person's last name?
I think it's Rafflesia, but
Rafflesia.
we always just say Yuki, yeah.
And then we have Paul Robbins, and who did 2 tracks. Yeah, this is awesome. I also love when games include jukeboxes. So, I mean, you can really tell that you all really put a lot of polish in it. And I can't wait to see the full release of this on Steam. Voice acting. I'm sure there'll be even more stuff added as well, potentially.
Maybe even a mini game.
Ooh, look at that, folks. You got lots of things to look forward to. Yeah, that's awesome. But I think that's gonna be it for Sunny Side Up and for Watercress is the name of your studio, correct?
Yep.
Watercress, yes. So you can play Sunny Side Up Nat just linked it in the chat. Thank you, Nat, for that link. Really appreciate it.